Hello and welcome back, or welcome if this is your first time on my channel. In today's video, I want to talk about the full moon in Capricorn happening on June 24th at 3 degrees and 27 minutes. Now, the moon in Capricorn is in its detriment, and the planet is said to be in a detriment when it is placed in the sign opposite the sign it rules. So here, the moon rules Cancer, and Capricorn is the sign opposing Cancer. When a planet is in detriment, its influence in strength is weakened. So this is not the best placement for the moon. The moon is not strong in Capricorn. Now, during a full moon in Capricorn, there is a strong focus on politics, on government, on structure, architecture, but also there is this greater pressure for becoming successful. Now, this is a cardinal moon phase. Capricorn is a cardinal sign, and during moon phases in cardinal signs, we seek challenge. We want to create change, but also we are interested in big issues rather than the mundane matters. During a full moon in Capricorn, we repress our energies because we want to remain in control of our emotions. Now, we also tend to judge or invalidate our feelings, and it might take us an extra effort to express our emotions, to express our feelings. Now, the focus is on stability, on structure, but also a sense of responsibility comes into focus. This full moon is happening on Cancer and Capricorn axis, so we are urged to find a balance between the need for power, influence, status seeking, and the need for finding more emotional safety and security in our lives. Now, if you look at the shape of this chart, of this full moon, the way the planets are spread around the chart, this is called locomotive shape, which is progressive, which is energetic, but also can be a bit restless. Now, the way this chart works, so if you imagine a train traveling in a clockwise motion around the chart, the moon would be at the very beginning and Mars in Leo at the end. So the moon is strong here, even though it's in Capricorn, it's in the leading position. And the moon is sextiling Jupiter in Pisces. Jupiter in Pisces gives us optimism, hope, makes us highly creative, but also Jupiter in Pisces, retrograde especially, we need to go with a flow. Something to pay attention to here as well is to not to take more on that you can deliver, because there is a tendency of being self-motivated or overconfident and take too many things on at the same time and not being able to complete them. So something to watch out for. But also, let's talk about Mars in Leo, which is at the very end of this train. So Mars in Leo is strong. Mars in Leo, our actions, our intentions are very much connected to our instincts, into what our heart is telling us. However, Mars is applying to oppose Saturn in Aquarius, Saturn the dispositor of this full moon. So this opposition, which will be exact on July the 1st, this is the highlight of this cycle, which began on March 31st, 2020, at the beginning of the global pandemic. Now, the opposition between Mars and Saturn, this will be the highlight of this cycle. So here, we might feel like something or someone is blocking our energies, our way to move forward with our projects, with our life. So something or someone is standing in our way and making it impossible or difficult to fulfill our goals and dreams. So there could be some frustrations or disappointments that come with this opposition, but we will only start to begin to experience it with this full moon, and it won't happen until July the 1st, as I've already mentioned. Now, let's also look at the final thing about this locomotive shape. This is the area that is empty, without any planet. So this is like a missing element. So we might feel around this full moon like something is lacking in our life. Something is missing. And here with this cardinal energy, which is about creating change and seeking challenges, we might really feel stimulated, like overcome any issues that have been standing in our way. Even though this Mars in opposition is with Saturn is approaching, we might still find the strength to overcome any obstacles that come our way. Now, the final thing I wanted to discuss regarding to Saturn is the square with Uranus, which was exact on June 14th. So during the solar eclipse in Gemini, this is when we were kind of feeling it on a more intense level, because that was before these planets were exact in that square. Now, during this full moon in Capricorn, this is a separating square. So the intensity of these energies will be felt on a much lesser level, even though the final square will occur on December 24th of this year. Right, so the final thing I wanted to tell you is the Venus opposite Pluto, which will be very tight opposition at the time of this full moon. And the Venus opposition Pluto gives us a really strong desire for love, passion, intimacy. However, something to pay attention to or avoid if possible is a tendency for becoming perhaps too obsessive or jealous or manipulative towards another, especially if you look at your personal relationships, intimate relationships as well. All right, so this is what I've got for you about this full moon. In this video, I'm not going to go through each sign. I will add in the description box below which areas will be highlighted for you in this full moon. I also discussed the influence of this full moon in the monthly horoscope for June 2021, so you can also watch this if you haven't yet. And I hope this full moon brings you some interesting ideas or thoughts. And thank you again, and bye for now.